the deal. When it comes to the housing recession, I'd rather be it based on too much inventory like 2008 rather than not enough inventory like right now.
Why is that?
It's pretty simple. Because I, as a loan officer or even a real estate agent, can compel somebody to buy a house. I cannot, however, compel a builder to build more homes. Now, with that in mind, there's 2 points I want to convey to you. The first one is, good news, you probably haven't heard before. A new law just went into effect, and it states that no longer can shell companies or anonymous LLCs go buy properties without disclosing first who they are and what their intent is. From NPR, the Corporate Transparency Act was a pet project of Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who raised alarm at over $1 billion connected to top Venezuelan officials flooding the real estate market in Miami. And quote, "The final rule is a significant step forward in our effort to protect the financial system and curb illicit activities." Okay, so they're telling us it's to track illegal activities. I say fewer buyers is just good for business, and I don't care how we get there. Because last I checked, narco traffickers looking to launder and fentanyl money, they don't need loans and really wouldn't qualify even if they did, so who cares? Well, hold on a second. They wouldn't qualify unless, of course, it was a non-QM deal on a bank statement alt-doc program. Which, by the way, if you're looking to expand your offerings right now as a real estate agent or a mortgage loan officer, and you should because you need to get more clients, then you should talk to my good friends over at Oaktree. Now, I mean this, stop and listen right now. They've got account reps right as we sit here today who are ready and wanting to coach you up on non-QM products with sales. Actual sales strategies. Those are deals in your pocket. So reach out to these guys right now. Seriously, just keep your cash poor dealer investors back home, because Oaktree will write most of your loans, just not those. Oaktree, your non-QM lender for anyone that doesn't sell Here's the point. Fewer buyers that don't need our services are good things for inventory. In fact, if you want to check out a graph from Economics on X, formerly known as Twitter, they'd argue that we are 0.01% away from the '08 high on houses available. Household formations are slowing and will continue to do so over the rest of the century, all the while inventory is going to continue to gain ground. Does that make sense? So remember when I opened the show, I said, give me an inventory-rich housing recession rather than an inventory-poor recession, because I can compel buyers to buy. I cannot compel builders to build. Well, there's a very logical thought process that says that is in fact what we are going to see in the near future. So what I'm saying is, we might see a major and drastic shift in the real estate and lending community. One that would, once again, require you to shift strategies in order to stay professionally relevant. The question is, have you even made the last necessary professional shifts in order to stay relevant in our current market? Forget the next one, what are you doing right now? The answer to that is probably not. And I mean this, seriously, like 90% of mortgage companies out there have absolutely no clue what they're doing when it comes to marketing and strategies for success right now. It's just back to the same old crap that we did. Oh, and 99% of real estate companies, they fell under the same category. And we know, we work our strategies. Yesterday, for example, we did it. We're going to do it again in Texas, Florida, and Washington in the coming weeks. Oh, and if you would like to find out what our strategies are, the ones that are going to stand out for the next market, you can always just reach out to us if you choose to by filling out the information down below. Anyways, back with our show, and we're almost done here, guys. Turning the corner, as they say at the old horse races. Now, of course, the argument is we don't have new household formations because people are moving back in with mom and dad, not moving out, and current prices could suggest that that's the case. However, as '08 changed our mindset on housing, so has and will the COVID, the low-rate refi debacle, and subsequent inflation gate scandal change our mindset on real estate once again. And one of those things is going to be how we live as family units. Moving out once a sign of adulthood no longer matters. Prudence says stay at home and save a little money. Things are too expensive. And if you think I'm wrong, virtually every state in the union right now has embraced ADUs as new family unit living alternatives to the norm. And we embrace this. Why do you put a granny flat in your backyard? Because granny or the grandkids are going to move back in. Again, a change in the definition of the family unit means more inventory and impart a drastically different strategy with you and how you approach real estate and lending. But overall, I don't know, for traditional missionary position realtors or lenders that don't like a little change, these pending shifts look to be good news for you and your professional future.